because that will result in worse crop growth next year, or the need for more fertilizer in the real world. In Farming Simulator, this application of this crop, it's never going to reach harvest. It's designed not to, but it's going to provide us with fertilizer cheaper than spraying or spreading the field. And it's natural, so it's good for the land. Lift, turn. How am I doing? We're looking close to about halfway. These trees are a pain in the butt. Very good enough here. So once this is all set, so I hope we make it through this 37, also a not a square, pure square field. Let's try that again. There we go. But the other reason we can't use much more than 3 meter equipment on this map is because the roads are so narrow. We'd never get the equipment from one field to the next. Where we're based at the moment, these 3 fields are adjacent to our farm. We don't have to drive on the roads very much to get to them. That tree's going to be in the way. That's a pain. Okay. So the field's not flat. So we are put that down there and do the bit in front of the tree. And we'll nip across one lane. Oh, hush, 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 hush. Okay, manage that. Okay, it's now 7 o'clock in the evening, game time, and we are rapidly running out of light. Still have a good supply of seed though, so that's good. Stream is 1 minute 40. So I will be calling the stream when we're done with this field. And we'll pick up next week. I'm going to try and get 2 streams a week playing on this map until the playthrough's done. going to posit those days as probably being Tuesday and Thursday going forwards. But we'll see. Obviously next Monday's a holiday. Okay, I'm going to stick this on a helper. I need to take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and I will let this run to the end of the line and then take over again. How are we doing? 7:30. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make this before nightfall. Come on, worker. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and you're done. I'm going to do a little bit of help along the edge here. Because of the tree line. Ugh. Well, that didn't work out too well. Excuse me. Well, we actually managed to get that reasonably well done. Okay. Oh, the trees are so close to the edge of the field. All right, we're good. Hold the camera back where it needs to be. Zoom a little. Whoa, zoom in a lot. Let's zoom out a little. and get this field done. Well, the good news is it's so late in the day we won't have to wait to sleep. Alright, that'll do. And go. Yeah, lighting on this tractor is not the greatest. I think it's worked out quite well for us. I think it's the largest two-wheel drive in the pack that I'm using. There are four-wheel drive options as well. For some reason I seem to have a soft spot for two-wheel drive tractors lately. Okay. It looks like the worker might have missed a bit, probably because I'm not driving straight. Because why would I want to drive straight? That's crazy talk. Oh. Doink. Not driving very efficiently today. Kinda doing okay. And I'm trying not to worry too much about slivers of unplanted ground. We'll do the best we can. Not worry about it too much. Okay. Drop that there. Turn the front wheel so it's parallel with the planted rows and go. I mean, this is effectively just planting fertilizer on the field. So if I miss small bits, it's not a big deal. It does affect yield, but the areas we miss will be so small that it's not going to be a significant amount of dropped yield. Oops, that would be if I tried that. Okay. Oh, I'm overlapping too much. Actually, that's not an issue with this planter. I don't think this needs cultivated ground to plant in. So we're not going to be ripping up seed already in the ground. All we're doing is the game is smart enough to not use up seed if we're driving over areas that have already been planted or can't be planted. Oh, wage payment. Oh, yeah. I had a quick break, which meant there's wage payments involved. Whoa, where are we going backwards? Let's go forwards. Much better plan. Yay. Okay. This isn't ending up as a very straight planting process. It looks like there's a bit of a kink there. Wow. I could probably drive around the willow. Lift up the cedar. Oh, there's another tree on the other side. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, we'll drive around both willows. There we go. Okay, and now it's getting real dark, so we might be home by 9. Especially if I keep overlapping bits I've already done at this rate. Oh. There we go. At least I hope we're home by 9. For the most part, we're okay. We haven't spent too much on workers so far. Run over the scrub. And try and find the bit around about here. Probably 2 more passes we'll have done. Maybe 3. Field does drift out a little wide here. And that's not me putting the cedar down, that's the lay of the land. I mean, I'll give it, this map is not flat. It's very, it's very natural feeling. But the not flatness is not a problem. On some maps I've played, there's divots in fields that seeders and cultivators just bounce over, and you don't end up with a good application. This one, I could run over the field with the planter raised and I would get patches of planted stuff, but there's nowhere I can't drive and actually have the planter hit all of the field successfully. Okay, I'm going to run a little bit diagonally here. That's good. So I think we hit a tree coming the other way last time, and and it didn't get to the edge of the field. So tiny bit here, and this is actually a road, so we'll turn that off, we'll turn the rear work lights off. I think I might get in the cab for the drive home. So 8:30, all of the fields are planted. This is a good little track for us to make it back onto the main road and drive back to the yard. Just about there. We'll just... Oh, there's somebody behind us. Which is why the glare on the window. And this is the other end of the village. I really can't tell where my farm yard is. Should be... I think this is the auxiliary yard, which is where all the stores are, and I think this it is our yard. Yay! We're home. Put the work light on so I can see what I'm doing. This shed does actually have lights in it. And I'll put that there. I'll lower it. And lights off. Engine off. Exit the tractor. Turn the flashlight on. I'm not going to bother shutting the thing. Okay, so I can now, since we're not working, I'm going to slow down time. So we have 69 chickens. That's... I don't even know how many we started with, so possibly not a lot of chance that we're gonna make 200 chickens. No idea how much capacity the coop has. Don't want that. Tuesday's raining, whatever. Not interested in that. It's that one. Okay. So we are able to plant canola, oats, barley and wheat. It's the end. Is it the end of day 2 or 3? Okay, over the next 3 days. So we're on day 3. So this is done. So mid-fall tomorrow, we can plant any time in the next 3 days. So if the oilseed radish pops up over the next few days, we're good. We can plough it in and we can plant canola or any of the cereal crops, which is kind of what we had planned. Okay. And that would then mean our lands are good and done. So those two planted, that one not planted. That one's cultivated, those are planted. Okay. So tonight we'll find out. Those should shift from planted to growing, stage 0. But we'll be able to see how well they germinate. What temperatures do we have? That's on that screen. Maximum temperature, so there is a huge drop in temperature overnight. Well, of course there is, because that's how things work. Thursday we have snow at -4. Ugh. No, really? So this is day 3. Monday is day 4. Tuesday's day 5. Wednesday's day 6. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is late fall. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is late fall. And we're expecting snow. Oh, that's That's bad. However, the temperatures are high enough that we could plant oats anytime during mid-fall, so long as the oilseed radish grows. Wow. Okay, so this geo is going to get very crazy very quickly. Now, a lot of these fields oh, there are no fields. There are no more fields to harvest. Everybody's got their harvesting done already. Wow. No. So 112 was the last field that was available to harvest. Now we're just looking at fertilizing, pre-winter crops. What have they got in the ground? That's sugar beets. So you shouldn't be. That's kind of I think, a bit of a bug. Because if you look at this, the only crops you can plant right now are canola, oats, barley and wheat. Everything else should be, no, you don't plant that until spring. And then you harvest them at the end of the year. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. But it does mean if I want to buy arable fields, if I buy those sugar beets, I don't have the equipment to harvest sugar beets. If I planted, if I bought those two fields, I would have to plough them in and start them over. Those I could do. So that's barley and wheat, and I have the equipment to harvest that. Corn, no. But there shouldn't be corn in the ground. We should be looking at canola, wheat, barley and oats planted now at this point in the year. It's either that. No, the rest of them are all some stage of growth. Well, I don't know, maybe some of these are. They're not dark green enough. I don't think they're dark green enough. That's dark green. Oh, my eyes aren't what they should be. I can't figure out if that is. I call that stage 0. That looks like stage 2 growth, which means we've still got stage 3 and then ready to harvest. Potentially they could be ready to harvest when it starts snowing. That would be bad for those farmers. But I don't mind fertilizing their crops if I have to. That's always a good plan. So we're not going to get any more really, really nice harvesting contracts. So this is the Zetor range I have. So there's a 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive. I honestly couldn't tell you which one I have. But then we're into, potential. I like that one, but probably not the tractor. You could do the armour. Where's the armour track? I believe that's a Turkish tractor. Anyway, I will leave it there. We have places to go and things to do or something. It's 8 o'clock. 11. Sleep. And about 7 o'clock in the morning, almost 8, we wake up. I'll turn the flashlight off. So, another day, a damp morning, no surprises. There's probably an overnight dew. And field 51 needs to be sown. And 3 fertilizing contracts. Might I probably won't bother with that. That's really why. Oh, hello. That's all planted. Let's go there. No. What the heck is going on? That can't be planted. That must be ready to harvest. Okay, they were all dark green, and now they're ready to harvest. So there's lots of fields ready to harvest. Those are both growing. I don't know. Maybe there's work to do. Maybe as the day progresses, we may see some of the harvesting contracts to come in. Our oilseed radish has already popped. Wow. This geo is really weird. Well, that's nice. So we can plough that in and plant it with something. We're mid-fall, so nice. Anyway, that'll do. I will say thank you for watching, and have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. We will be back on Saturday with Oakfield Farm at around about 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. But for now, I'm out of here. Good night.